my goodness, we have 2 weeks after receiving Christmas. Before FFI, I was always trying to be perfect, struggling to maintain friendships because I didn't feel comfortable being myself. Too nervous to address when I felt left out, and for someone who's known to be a talker, I really had trouble communicating with peers. I was exhausted, overly involved with work, extracurricular activities, and academics. But busy doesn't always mean socially capable. I needed a change, and FFI was the driving force, showing me the simplistic way to progress using recipes: resilience, empathy, communication, impact, playfulness, and effort. Last spring, when I was informed about FFI from my school guidance counselor, I applied, interviewed, and was accepted into the holistic and mindfulness program. Before starting, I was a bit nervous. Would I fit in? Would I be judged? Like all FFI programs, we began meeting weeks in advance over Zoom. However, during the meetings, I found myself falling into the trap of making judgments about each person, as they were new and different from myself. I used to see just black and white, but FFI has helped me with flexible thinking and appreciating the gray. When we were in person, seated around the table with family-style dinners, never being the quietest person in the room, I started conversing with others. I learned my first lesson from FFI guiding. Stop making assumptions about other people. During this first program, I appreciated that our common goals, as well as our own personal leadership goals, helped us grow not only as a group, but as individuals. We connected with nature, reflected on ourselves and our impact on the world, did team-building exercises, met community leaders, worked in the neighborhood garden, and of course, practiced public speaking. Being part of FFI, students earned in New Hampshire high school credits while working on our individualized leadership plans. One of my goals was to practice responding to the idea and not the person, by showing empathy and understanding. Hearing other stories during workshops, I didn't necessarily agree with some of the things they were stating. However, I could understand where they were coming from. And it didn't mean that a friendship couldn't happen because of these different opinions. I felt empathy for them instead of judgment. Now when I don't like someone, I start with empathy in order to better understand them. I was even able to be vulnerable myself, starting to feel more comfortable with who I am. After this first program, I felt like a new person, a kinder person, a better leader. I was showing more patience and empathy for others, and this was my second lesson learned from FFI. You can be a kinder leader. Just a week later, I was back for another program, a sailing program, where FFI partnered with the World Ocean School. The sailboat, a schooner named Sullivan, was almost 133 feet long and was 100 feet in height. There were 15 of us for this trip. We were almost always on the water. Every day, we would work together to raise the sails, flip the anchor, and do the chores. We learned about ecology, astronomy, and using compassionate communication for others. That week, I accomplished more than I ever thought possible because of the support from my team. I'm a person who is afraid of heights, but that means I face my fears. I jumped off the boat, I climbed the shrouds, and went on the monkey deck with my team supporting me the whole way. While I'm still dreaming about heights, I'm able to calm myself enough to try the things I'm afraid of. I made a lot of mistakes while I was learning. This was hard to accept because I wanted to be perfect. But my well-known leaders, teammates, and staff had shown me that mistakes are good for trying, and by making them, it helps me to improve. These were my third and fourth lessons from FFI. The third being, you can accomplish just about anything if you've got a good team. And the fourth, learning to sail without fear is essential for leadership. When the sailing was over, I wasn't just sad to say goodbye. I was a little bit scared. I made so many connections with the team, I was worried I wouldn't be able to be myself when I went back to school. I felt I had made progress, not just because I worked on myself, but because I was around others who made me feel comfortable and not judged. I've never felt that sort of environment ever in my life outside my family. It felt like a true gift to feel accepted by others around me. However, when I returned to school, I had more confidence. I wasn't scared to go up to peers and ask them questions, or ask someone if they wanted to hang out with me outside of school. I was also a lot less judgmental. Instead of avoiding someone because of previous encounters or biases, I treated them as if I didn't have any negative feelings towards them, because I no longer did. I didn't know them, but I wanted to get to know them. More than just at school, my family had noticed my growth at home, showing more understanding, improved communication, confidence, and resilience. My involvement with FFI and growth with them allowed me to participate in another program, the first international program to Northern Ireland after COVID, where we learned about cultural exchange. I traveled with 12 other participants who I now live with as family. During that trip, I was able to face fears as well as accomplishing I never thought I could. I wanted to prove to myself I could overcome any mental or physical challenge. One of mine, I included one physical goal for myself, was hiking. I knew this would be a challenge I needed because of the stamina and strength required. And I was sure that if I attempted to do this on my own, I would quit within the hour. Not only was I able to get to the top of the highest mountain in Northern Ireland, but I hiked for 6.5 hours, 6 times longer than I ever thought I could do. Another FFI lesson, I'm stronger than I think, and with hard work and the right attitude, we all can do things we don't think are possible. FFI programs have also given me another opportunity, early graduation. Having earned a year's worth of high school credits throughout the program, I'll be graduating next year. I've always been a serious student and felt ready for the next phase of my education. Because of FFI, I'm finally able to take action and pursue what I want now, rather than having to wait an extra year. After graduation, I'll be attending college for a social work. I want to make a career out of helping others. Taking the lessons I've learned, empathy, understanding, confidence, failure, and strength, to be more involved in my community. In just 26 months, when I turn 18, I hope to become an alumni leader for programs, so I can make as big of an impact for students as my alumni have on me. FFI will always be a family I go back to, welcoming and safe. Now when you go home tonight, I know you probably won't remember this whole speech. But if you take away anything from today, please take with you the lessons. We all make mistakes, bad choices, but we're all trying our best. So the next time someone's running late or frustrating on the golf course of life, try showing them the FFI way, practicing empathy and compassion rather than judgment. Give them a mulligan. You never truly know what's going on in their lives, and it feels so much better to respond to life challenges with a smile, even when those challenges or graces make it hard to. Thank you for listening to me today and for all your support of the FFI programs and impact it's making, here and everywhere. After all, our motto is what peace grow locally. Thank you, take care today.